Good morning, guys. So it is about 5 o'clock and I am just getting my day started. I have my apple cider vinegar. I just put a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in here. Yeah, see, can't talk yet. And then some lemon slices and chia seeds, and I just drink that up. Try to drink it up before I leave the house for work. I have my tea. And then for those of you that are new, this is the only supplement that I take with advice from my doctor because I don't get enough calcium or vitamin D. So the rest of my vitamins I do try to get from my food only. I don't like to take a lot of supplements. So I will see you at breakfast time. Hey guys, so it is a breakfast time. I have 2 slices of this bread here. So for those of you that are new, this is the bread I use. This is the brand's organic. It's the thin sliced. I'll either get the 24 grains and seeds. They also have a great seed and I think just a regular whole wheat. These are 60 calories a slice. So 2 of them is 4 points. This is really comparable to the Dave's Killer bread, but it's cheaper. So this is a local brand. I think Friends is only in the Pacific Northwest, but I'm sure you can find something in your area. I was just getting really tired of the Sara Lee bread. So this is a little bit smaller than the Sara Lee bread, but because it's these grains and seeds or the whole wheat or the power seeds, all the different, ones that have these, I feel like it's a little bit heartier than the Sara Lee. It actually tastes like bread to me. So this is my bread of choice. On here that you cannot see under the bananas is I have 2 tablespoons of PB2 between the 2 pieces of bread for 1 point. I did sprinkle some cinnamon on the peanut butter and then a little bit on top as well. Cinnamon is very good for you. I have 1 full banana. I sprinkled on a ½ teaspoon of chia seeds for 0 points. I sprinkled on it's like a ¼ teaspoon. I just took out my little teaspoon. It says dash, I think, which I think is supposed to be a ¼ teaspoon. I don't know. I just did use that and I sprinkled some of the unsweetened coconut on top as well. So this is breakfast. So 4 for the bread, 1 for the peanut butter. So that's 5 points. And of course my boiled grapefruit. So for those of you who are new, I'll very quickly tell you how I make this. So for the first thing you want to do with your grapefruit is cut around the edge. Take a knife and cut in between the rind and the flesh because it will make it much easier to get the little sections out. I forgot to do that yesterday. And then on top I put a packet of Truvia, and then I take a ½ teaspoon up to a teaspoon of unsweetened coconut for 0 points, and then put it under the broiler in the oven for just a little bit, and it just makes it oh so yummy. You guys have to try this. Even if you don't like grapefruits, just try it. So this is gonna be breakfast, and then I have my 1 cup of coffee. Almost done with my apple cider vinegar lemon chia water, which I'm obsessed with this, you guys. I don't know. It is just something, waking up and finishing up this, starting my morning off with this water. I don't know if it's doing anything for me, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel better knowing that I'm getting all these vitamins and minerals in. So this is breakfast. Today is kind of the really crazy day at work for the traveling part. So I am just bringing a bunch of snacks. I will probably go over in points, but I think I will be okay because tonight's dinner is supposed to be egg roll in a bowl, which is 2 points. So for a really good sized portion. So I think I'll actually be okay, but I am not stressing about going over because, well, for one thing, this week is the week of no stress, right? And I just want to make sure though that anything I am eating is really healthy, because I have a feeling that we are definitely going to be stopping for lunch or getting lunch at the second destination that we're going at today, because they're supposed to be having lunch there, and I know it's like lunch boxes, so I have no idea what that means, but I think I can work around it. I think I can work with it, I should say. So this is what I'm going to bring. So it's kind of a mismatch of different things, but I'm going to be in the car, so I have to be able to eat a lot of these things in the vehicle or even just sitting down at the meeting, that kind of thing. So this is what I'm going with. I'll talk to you more about this in the car, about I feel like I'm really off because of all this. I'm kind of looking at this stuff as processed foods, but I think I've been picking healthy processed foods because you guys know how I feel about processed foods. So I think I'm doing okay. Anyway, so I'm bringing 2 of these True Story Organic Oven Roasted Turkey Breast Packs. Actually, I think I'm just going to take one because I have a lot of stuff here. So I'm just going to take one. One is 0 points. Then I am bringing, this is my last string cheese. I think I'm going to start buying these string cheeses versus these. I think I'm getting a little bit tired of the Baby Bell. I still have a bunch in there, but my son eats them too and he's starting school next week. So I think I can use those in his lunch. But I think I'm going to start buying these ones again because I kind of like the string cheeses a little bit better right now. I don't know. Just a phase, I guess. So this is one, this is one. This is 2 tablespoons of the white bean and the black bean hummus. It came in a duo. So it was together, so I just kind of went down the middle. So this is 2 points. I have my carrots and celery for 0. I have to remember to grab a spoon. So I have this strawberry yogurt. This is my favorite yogurt now. I know, I go back and forth between yogurts. But I love this because it's 0 added sugar, 0 artificial sweeteners, and 0% fat. And you get 15 grams of protein. It's not quite as thick as the protein, as the, Yoplait protein yogurt. But I like the no artificial sweeteners because that's what I'm trying to get away from. So I have this for 3 points. I have a peach for 0. I'm bringing a muscle milk, which I have yet to drink more than 2 of these. But this is 1 point. I have this pressed kind bar, which these are so good, you guys. They are 5 points, but I feel like they're really worth it because it really kills that craving. This one is pineapple, banana, kale, and spinach. That's all that is in it. It is 2 servings of fruit, gluten-free, good source of fiber, no sugar added, only fruits and vegetables. It is really good, you guys. And then I have these in my cupboard, so I thought I want to use them up because they've been in there a while. These are the cinnamon roast almonds. I like the cocoa roasted almonds better, and I think I had accidentally grabbed these cinnamon ones, but these are really good, but the cocoa ones are better. These are 3 points. So, oh, and I made little snack bags for my co-workers because there's gonna be 3 of us in the car. And one of them's not very good about bringing food, so I thought I would bring her some snacks. So this is what I'm doing for lunch and snacks today. I will try to snap a picture of anything else I eat wherever we go, and that way you guys can see what I end up having. So I'll see you in the car. Good morning, guys. So happy Wednesday. Welcome to probably gonna be my longest day of the week. Let's see. So let me just tell you my little schedule today. So it is 7 o'clock. I am going to a different place, so you probably won't be able to tell from the scenery since I think up and down I-5 is pretty close to the same scenery. But meeting my boss and my coworker will all be carpooling together, but my boss lives down south. I live kind of in the middle. My coworker lives up north, so I have 15 minutes to get to, I have 16 miles to go, which that should be fine. I should be able to get there. I'm just gonna park my car like at McDonald's of all places. That's where we always just park our vehicles whenever we're heading south because we all live in, since my boss lives down here, it's like what's the point of her driving all the way up to the office to pick us all up if we all kind of live on the way. So that is our logic. Plus it saves on mileage for the company. So anywho, we are gonna meet down there and try. So our goal is to take off no later than 7:30. So we're meeting at 7:15. We have about a 2.5 hour drive, right? 7:30, 8:30. No, it must be like a 2-hour drive because we have to be there at 9:30. So we have like a 2-hour drive. Oh, well, it's 2.5 hours from the office. That's where we did it from when we were figuring out the driving. And since this is like 30 minutes away from the office where I'm going right now to where we're meeting. So it's like a 2-hour drive down there to the first district we're going to. And then we're there until about noonish, depending on how much help they need on signing up for their insurance. If they don't need as much help signing up for it, then we will leave earlier. The next destination is only about 30 to 45 minutes away from that first one. And they are supposed to be having lunches there. And they said it was just boxed lunches. I don't know what that means. I'm thinking probably a sandwich, chips, you know, that kind of thing. So I will just pass on the chips. And I think with the sandwich, I can always like take it apart and just eat the meat out of it. I mean, I can do all that and easily be able to count it. And then if like there's any kind of sweet treat, I'll just pass that on as well. That's why I wanted to just bring lots of goodies, you know, little like easy snacky things I can eat in the car and along the way, and that
will hopefully, you know, help me just stay, you know, full and satisfied until I get home. So that is the plan. Then we will be heading home. We're there at the second destination until 4, again, depending on how much help they need to sign up for insurance. The second destination are our actual employees. It's our other office, and we're doing their in-service since they didn't come up for ours. For like a whole, we used to do them all together, both of the counties all together, but they asked this year if they could be apart from us. So just because they didn't have to bring everybody up here. So it was like 80 of them, 80 to 85-ish, that we might need to sign up for insurance. So I don't think we'll be there any later than 4:30 because the space that they have, I think they only have it until like 4:30. So we'll have to leave. They're having it at like their local community college. So I don't know. We may be, you know, that we may not be there any later than like 4. Then we have like an hour and a half to 2 hour drive back. So about an hour, I guess be like an hour and a half drive back to my car, and then I'll have another, you know, 20 minute back up to my house. So I'm thinking probably today I will not be home until, I'm thinking the earliest 5:30. I think I'm just going to tell the family, fend for themselves. I was thinking I'm going to make the egg roll in the bowl, but one, I forgot to take out the turkey out of the freezer, but I can always have my son do that for me. But I also have a bunch of the salsa verde left, and I'm thinking it's Wednesday. I haven't even thought about meal planning, which drives me crazy because I like to have at least an idea by now. So that's what I'm thinking, that I'm just going to do leftovers tonight, and then just tell the family to eat whatever. I think we have quite a few things in there from this whole week. So they can eat leftovers, and then I can kind of start meal planning tonight when I get home. So tonight we'll probably, instead of egg roll in a bowl, I'm just going to have some of that salsa verde, and I'll just make myself either a little salad. I'm going to see if I have any tostada shells. If I do, then I will have those. I'll maybe have them on a tostada. I'm not sure. So that's probably what's going to be. This week, I feel like this is what I hate about rushed weeks like this, or weeks that I'm really super busy, and I have to really have to think simple and easy, because I feel like I am not one like eating my vitamins, because you guys know how important that is to me, to try to make sure I get enough in my food, that I don't need to take supplements. So I feel like I'm not doing that, because I feel like everything's just been like easy peasy. So I have been forgetting about the vegetables, forgetting about, you know, the salads. So I've been kind of trying to think back, like, what have I eaten the last couple of days? So Monday, I don't even remember what I had. Honestly, I have no idea. I know yesterday I had, oh my gosh, you guys, I had that salad. So I mean, I did have vegetables there. And I had the salsa verde chicken that must have been Monday with the salsa verde chicken, right? Yeah, I think so. My goodness, you guys, this whole entire week, I've always told you guys I have a horrible memory. Here is proof positive of my horrible memory. But that was a salad too on my salsa verde chicken. I don't know, maybe just because I'm not eating broccoli, I'm not having like my power salads, but it's just, I can foresee those being able to have those, because of, how crazy, things have been right now with the schedule. So next week, power salads will coming back for sure. I do have a couple days next week, one day next week where we have to come back down south again for an insurance clinic, possibly, depending on how much we can work with them today. If we can't work with them a whole lot today, going right by us, truck scales, so there's like a ton of trucks coming onto the freeway. So it depends. So we might have to go back down to our other office down here on Wednesday of next week. So that may be another day. That's kind of crazy. But other than that, I think next week is pretty, I should be able to, I just feel better when I'm eating like quinoa and my super greens and my cabbage and all that stuff. I just feel better when I'm eating that stuff. I don't know. It's just, that's weird for me to say. That really is. I just feel like when I eat clean like that, I feel so much better. So, but I think I'm doing okay. Let me know. Do you guys think I'm doing okay? I feel like I am, but I think it's just all that snacky stuff, and I never eat this many bars in a week, but those have been helping me tremendously because there's been chocolate around, and I haven't, So, let's do with our challenge this week. So what went well yesterday? I am really, really proud of this. So you guys know that I told you that, even though, sorry, I'm looking at my bun. It looked like it was falling out. Even though it's like we're doing all this work, but I still have work at my office that I know is like piling up, emails piling up I haven't been able to get to. So yesterday we were in the office until 12, and I thought, okay, I'm just not going to take a lunch. I'm just going to work straight through. I got there a little bit after 7, and I thought I'm just going to work straight through those 5 hours, from 7 to 12, and just power through the work and not let it stress me out if I can't get through it all. And normally I would put this tremendous pressure on myself and be just so stressed out that I didn't get to everything, and I did not. I knew that I could only do what I can do. I answered a few emails, sent out a few other emails I needed to get sent out. I just did a little bit of work, did some contract work I needed to get done. I had a couple employee files I needed to process. I got that done, but I still had, and I'm not even kidding, I have like a stack of work like this on my desk. Things I need to file and things like that. So I have all that sitting there, and I know I need to get it done, but it was okay. I just told myself I cannot stress myself out over this. I cannot let this get to me and let it sabotage me. Really, I can't sabotage myself is what I can't do. That I am my own worst enemy, just like most of us on this journey. We're our own worst enemies. And I know that stress is such a huge killer in weight loss and in a healthy lifestyle. And I just told myself, I cannot let it stress me out. I can only do what I can do. My boss is not expecting me to do anything more than what I can do. I am putting this pressure on myself, putting the stress on myself. So I just went in with this attitude of, I am going to do what I can do in those 5 hours. What I can't get done, I don't get done. And I'm fine with that. So that's what I did. And I think the only reason why it went well, so the first question is what went well, and that's what went well. I was able to just let go of what I could not get done and just reasoned with myself. And I would say the why it went well is just because of this new kind of positive outlook I'm trying to do. And I just kept thinking through my head, who is putting this pressure on me? Me. I'm putting this pressure on me. Is anybody going to get upset that I'm not getting this done? No, people understand. Everybody coming to our office understands. Oh, you guys have had such a crazy week. Yes, we have. Where are you guys off to tomorrow on your next adventure? It's lighthearted. People are not expecting anything out of us. Well, they're expecting a lot out of us, but nothing like right now. We're not getting any pressure, and it's just, so that's why it went well. So I feel like I need to continue doing this. I need to continue doing this like positive attitude. So anyway, so that is my positivity tracking for the day. Let me know yours, how your day went yesterday. Why did it go well? And I probably should go because I need to call my husband because I am 3 miles away and 3 minutes away from my deadline, my time I need to be there. So I am gonna go, and if I will try to take pictures of whatever I eat today, if I can do it inconspicuously and nobody can see it. If not, I will pop on and let you guys know what I end up eating. So I will see you all then. And you guys have a fantastic day. And let me know if you guys have started your meal plan for the week. Give me some ideas. Talk to you guys all later. Bye.